So right now I am the rank 1 for the impale build right now. Um by a little bit. And it's a little bit of a different build than what everyone else is kind of doing right now for the hardcore anyway. Just gonna go over the gear really fast. It's kind of okay. It's not the best, but it's fine, you know? I don't know. It could use some work, but it's not terrible. Like this weapon's pretty good, I think. Um, as far as gems go, I'm not sure if maybe you want to run different gems. I don't. I don't know what the best stuff is, if that makes sense. But yeah. Um, in my cube, I use this guy and Dawn because for here's passives. Now, this is important because you can get like permanent, like, you can like recast this as fast as you want to with this build. And this is super good for like the crowd control, and it makes it really easy to get the bonus on this too. But so we're just gonna do a 130, which is the rank 2 right now, just to showcase like it's really strong and like easy to play. But like I know that I'll do this in like the first try, so it's not that big a deal. But it's the same exact playstyle and everything. I don't do I don't think I do anything differently, but I just want to like just to like showcase it, you know. Now, the probably the scariest part about this whole build is like I like how fast I kill this stuff, but probably the scariest part about this build is you're super squishy, but um yeah, you're super squishy, so you have to be really careful about all the projectiles, or if there's like a ground effect like poison super sucks, and you don't have a tumble, so you can I've died a lot if you get if you get like right now, if I had stuff like you can get trapped like really easily, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it kind of makes it fun though, because then you can think about like you want to dodge as much stuff as you can, because you'll just die if you just face tank stuff really. Um, okay. Now, this is okay, this part sucks. I use the uh the impale mod. Um that's the fire damage. So your AoE like really sucks, but your damage is a lot higher. Like, see how much damage I took from that? Just that guy wasn't even attacking me just from like his mod, you know? I was getting hit by like that little bit of the lightning damage while he was stunned. But I should be like paying more attention to this map, but um yeah, wow, okay. So, there you go. I got hit with like one thing. Oh, and we're using squirts, obviously. So, when stuff does hit you, it'll hit you for a lot more. Um, but you see how like everything doesn't even really move. Okay, so we got something that's plague. That sucks. So we kind of need to do this and clear this stuff out, because if we, okay, because we don't want to push too far up, because if we get charged, we're gonna get procced, and then we got this plague situation, and that's not good. Okay. Oh, always a teleporter. My bad. So you see how all this stuff is just kind of frozen the whole time? Super nice. That's why we don't need as much defense really, but it's why we're so squishy. But our damage, we get a ton of damage for it too though. So it's kind of a fun trade-off, but it's a lot different playstyle than like the other builds, because you kind of need to clear like your whole way through, and that's how you get a lot of your progress though, because we need to kill all of this stuff, right? Especially if I was doing like a push where this stuff has like a little more health, where it's still not a big deal, but it'll take a lot longer to kill. Because if we don't clear like all this stuff out, oh, and then for the shrines, you want to time your whatever this thing is called, the fog ability. I don't forget what the name is, but so when it comes out, you don't get immediately procced, because that sucks. But because we don't have like, we're not running the elusive ring or anything, so we get one shot by anything. But fuck. Yeah, like, okay, like, so these beams, if they touch you, you're gonna get one shot, you know, that kind of sucks. But it makes it a lot more fun to play though too, I think, because I don't know, you have to be a lot more careful about, okay, oh, but so you need to kill everything, because you don't want to get like collapsed on, because you don't have, okay, so like right now this would be a really scary situation to get the waller, because you can't move. Like if you get blocked in, you just have to fight, because you can't tumble, which is super weird to play like that, because like every class has like a teleport or like a dash or something, you know. But this is kind of just, you need to clear your path and not get collapsed on, because I've died like that like 3 times, I think, where you just get backed into a corner and then that's it. If you can't kill stuff to get out, you're just gonna die, because everything one-shots you. But so that's probably the thing that would take the most to get used to, is not to get cornered. Because like every other build, you can just kind of not worry about that part of it. But fuck. Okay, so here we go. This is like a perfect example of like a really annoying, super annoying guy to fight. Ton of ground effects, and he's a shielding. But luckily, we just kill him super fast. But if this was more of like a push build for me, then you're not gonna kill him in a few seconds. And that's when it can get really scary, because he's gonna fill the whole ground up with poison, and the poison's gonna one-shot you if you stand on it. So you gotta keep moving, and he's shielding. And that's why it's also important that you want to clear your path, because you want to kite him backwards to the areas that you know. Shit. But So if there's tons of guys behind you, then you're gonna get procced by the poison, and then it's just not good. But see, like, this is just like it's like a random rift for like what would be like the rank 2 push, and we're just kind of going through it, just killing stuff. And this build is way more fun to play than the tumble. Then you get the damage bonus off those bracers or whatever that, like whatever that build does. I don't know. I think that playing this build kind of saved the whole season for me because it's so much fun. But it's a lot more fun to play than like the tumble variant, I think. And I don't know, it's kind of cool that you have to. It's just a different playstyle, and it's super strong. Like, I think I'm like, even in like the top like 200 for a Demon Hunter, just with this build, I think. I'm not super sure on that. Wait, I think I played the Marauder. Well, whatever. That doesn't count. But as you can see, this is just a random rift. Wait for my thing to come up. And you just kind of kill everything. And so you don't need to, well, I guess you can't really. It's not like I gotta find elites, I gotta group up a whole bunch of stuff and kill it. I mean, this is only at 130, but it's also would be a rank 2, you know? Like, this would get me to rank 2 right now if I wasn't like rank 1. I don't know. It's so much it's so much fun to play, and it's super easy. But like, we didn't. Yeah, what was this, like a 10-minute rift? But it was super shitty. Like, we got that annoying Act 4, Act 5 map. I don't know what that. It's kind of a maze, that one. Yeah. I don't know, just a different way to play. The impale setup. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of people doing it for hardcore. Everyone does like a lot more of like a tanky setup, but you can kind of, like, that was super easy. Just be careful of like the ground effects, really, and yeah, good to go.